Most builders think motivation is the key to change. If people just wanted it more, if they were more disciplined, if they tried harder, but motivation fades, environment lasts. I often say your altitude is determined by your environment and the people that you have around you.
If you're building something meaningful, you're in the right place. This is the IAM2785 podcast. I'm Gresh, and for over a decade, I've had the honor and the privilege of learning directly from CEOs, entrepreneurs, and business owners just like you on how to build. After recording more than 1,600 episodes, one thing has become clear. Success isn't about following someone else's blueprint. And as I like to say on the show, if you run your own race, you can't lose. Even when you feel the journey should be a straight and linear path, what I've come to find out is success is a lot more like a plate of spaghetti. So in this special segment and episode, I'm starting to curate and share some CEO hacks and CEO nuggets that I've been dying to share, drawn from thousands of episodes with phenomenal guests that have provided awesome value on the show, but also my 10 years of business experience as well too. These lessons are designed to strengthen the foundational principles that every business is built on and guided by a simple equation that we always go back to with our content. Visibility plus resources times connections equals success. This is practical wisdom you can apply almost immediately. So be sure to check out the show notes for more resources and next steps on how to level up. And of course, enjoy this special episode of the I Am CEO podcast.
Most builders think motivation is the key to change. If people just wanted it more, if they were more disciplined, if they tried harder, but motivation fades, environment lasts. I often say your altitude is determined by your environment and the people that you have around you. So in episode number 19 of the IMCO podcast, I spoke with Steve Silverberg, and we talked a lot around how people and taking people on backpacking adventures and vacations helps them get fit and ultimately to lose fat, not by pushing willpower, but by changing the environment entirely. What really stood out to me during this conversation was how behavior changed naturally when the settings changed. Now just think about it. You're hiking daily, you're moving consistently, you're surrounded by people doing the exact same thing. You're disconnected from the routines that created the problems that maybe you had in the past. In an environment like this, progress becomes natural. Why? Because you're taken outside of what is your normal, the regular thing that you're doing. It's one of the big reasons that sometimes if you're focused on a problem and you're trying to figure it out, you're trying to do it in your office, in the place that you always work and always figure out problems, you go and take a walk. It changes the environment entirely and allows you to find the solution. So for you builders that are working on and building your business every day, this lesson goes obviously far beyond fitness. We often try to fix performance with motivation. We try to will our ways to victory. We try to do all those things where we're actively having to force and push our way towards that success. We tell our teams to lock in, to focus more. We tell ourselves to push harder. We try to want it more. And don't get me wrong, to some degree, there is space and time for that. I just had a conversation with my coach where we talked around how sometimes if you're not in that space while you're running, you lock in and you find your way and you keep going and you keep doing the things that you need to do. But here's the real lever. It's structure. If your environment makes distraction easy, then you'll be easily distracted. If your environment makes execution simple, then you'll execute. And this isn't weakness at all. This is just design. The real takeaway here is that sustainable results come from engineering environments, not heroic effort. When you build a system, you build processes that support outcome, discipline becomes a lot lighter. And that's extremely powerful. So instead of asking people to fight their habits, you build a structure that rewires them entirely. This connects naturally to how builders think about operations and product design, not just what outcomes you promise, but how you make those outcomes achievable overall. This connects directly to that operations and offering pillars because you're designing systems and experiences that make success repeatable. Now, here's something that you really want to ask yourself. What in my current environment is reinforcing the very results I say that I want to change? Asking that question, but also answering that question and taking action can absolutely shift everything. Because once you see the environment clearly, you can redesign it. Now, this is a great conversation. We go deeper. We talked around immersive transformation, accountability through experience, and how removing people from their default patterns actually can accelerate change. Such a valuable conversation that I had with Steve. You have to make sure that you check it out as well.